Hey guys, Stitches here, and welcome back to some more Let's Play Pokemon Legends Arceus. Last time, we made it here to Lake Valor to take on Azelf's Trial of Willpower, first facing the Pokemon Overquill and capturing it, of course, because what else would I do with it? In which we had to repeatedly attempt to throw bombs at Azelf. It was a test to see if we could keep on going. In which we did. This time, we will be continuing on. And also returning to Alabaster Icelands to get Uxie. I'll also be talking about the Lake Trio in full here, because we do get some... I will get kind of an opportunity to talk about them. I assume all went well, Akari? Still, I wonder why don't they just give us the red chain? Why all this running about? Perhaps they mean to test whether whoever seeks it is worthy. Perhaps you are right. Who knows what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands, after all. Though on the other hand, what use would those wrong hands have for it? Who can say for sure? Maybe the red chain has some other uses besides mending the world. The red chain's as mysterious as the entire predicament we're in. But if we continue visiting the lakes, we'll get closer to an answer. So, shall we return to Mistress Kogita's home? Let's go back. Wonderful, then we can see if Mistress Kogita has any more insights to share with us. So, that's Azelf's fang. I sense a warmth to it. I do have to wonder if anyone else has ever completed the trials of these lake Pokemon. Indeed. Yeah, we may want to add just a dash more speed. Things in Jubilife Village are tense. What makes you say so? It seems a Pokemon's been glimpsed on the other side of the rift. One of those Jinko Guild merchants informed me that Commander Kamado has raised a force not to survey the Pokemon, but to subdue it, should the need arise. One of those Jinko Guild merchants? Make it sound as if you're not one of them. Now, if a Pokemon were to truly appear from beyond the rift, what would become of everyone, I wonder? This happens all the time, though. It's called a space-time distortion. Don't let Hisui's great vastness stop you, Akari. Let's go get the final item we need. That's the spirit. I'll come watch this historic moment unfold, too. Watch? Is that all you really do? Remember, once you've sought the third lake and found what's needed for the red chain, make for the Shrouded Ruins. Anyways, you can talk to Kogita. More and more human voices. Oh, do you just say the same shit you always do? Okay. Do I actually have the swap snack? Because it might be helpful. Actually, what would be helpful is if I opened up the menu. By the way, during these cutscenes, you are automatically Poke-centered, so you are automatically rested up. I say Pokemon Center, those aren't even in this game. Like, yeah, you know that thing you guys really know about? Let's raise up our defenses. Oh, why am I raising speed before my HP? What is wrong with me? I should kind of talk about HP defense and special defense, because training up a tanky Pokemon is something that doesn't come naturally to many. Tanky Pokemon mainly have one goal, which is that they go down, or they may go down, but they go down hard. A lot of tanky Pokemon are existing with the main goal to set up hazards, or to set up buffs for the rest of the team, and typically end up having one attacking move. Some tanky Pokemon, on the other hand, have decent physical and special stats, so what they do is set up very good defense for themselves to allow them to persist on the field longer while they go in with a full-on assault. The thing about raising a tanky Pokemon is there's such things as a mixed tank, a physical tank, or a special tank. There's also HP tanks, though Pokemon with high HP stats and low defense stats still take a lot of damage. The main thing to keep in mind about HP is that if your Pokemon has good special and physical defense, you're going to want to raise HP as their predominant stat, since they already have the defense points necessary to mitigate damage. So it's just better for you to go all in on the whole. That's not what I wanted. I want to use this craft kit so I can figure out just what I need. Let's see what else. Such as me, or is my satchel like all out of whack? Anyway, but yeah, so I generally like tanky Pokemon. Steel is probably my favorite Pokemon type if I had to pick one right now. I do like some of the other types. I know Poison is really good. Steel Poison is generally considered a really good combo too. I think that Steel Dragon, by the way, is really good as a type because Steel is, I believe, either immune to Fairy type apes or it resists it. I think it's just resists because type immunities are not that common. It was kind of strange because they decided to make Fairy type Pokemon immune to the Dragon type. Because the main reason why the Dragon type was so strong was that Dragon, I think, wasn't resisted by anything for a long time, or at least it wasn't widely resisted. So then when the Fairy type came out and they were like, oh, it's immune to Dragon types, like Fairy types became very common and Dragon type moves did not see a lot of use anymore. But in Generation 5, from my understanding, like, throw a dragon move on it if it could learn it was pretty common, even if it wasn't stab. Anyways, next up we gotta go to the Alabaster Icelands. And we're gonna go to the Ice Peak camp, I believe. No, wait, I think that was wrong. I don't actually remember where the hell we want to go. Oh no, this was right. Never mind. Anyways, this guy takes you back to the Ancient Retreat, by the way. Something I also want to show real quick. If I go to the save screen, you no longer have an ID. It was actually revoked when you were exiled from Galaxy Team, which I think is an interesting little detail. It's one of the things that I think makes this game really good. Anyways, getting up that cliff is gonna be weird, so we're gonna wanna, like, come here, and then I think we're gonna have to hoof the rest of the way up it using Sneasler. Rinsler. Oh yeah, that reminds me. So I watched Tron Legacy the other day, or rather half of it. The other day when I watched it, I got shots. Oh, that's the Alpha Chimecho. I got shots, so I was very tired. Specifically, I got my COVID and flu vaccines. Because I had my physical. So, that movie was pretty good, though. I watched it because I started playing through, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, which, by the way, I probably shouldn't have played that game on Proud Mode. That game is, like, really difficult on Proud Mode, and I think it's tied to the whole Dream Eater situation. I don't know. It's just me, though. Here we are, Lake Acuity. You know, I've been told it actually contains seawater as well. Nobody knows why, though. Could be a fluke of geography, or perhaps it's connected to a Pokemon somehow. Why would it contain seawater? That doesn't make sense. Lake Acuity is protected by the Pokemon Uxie. When Uxie took flight, the knowledge to solve problems was born in people's minds. That's what the stories say. God power. A tool that can make caves simply appear from nowhere is quite a handy one to have. I wonder what's inside. Imagine there may be a Pokemon in there protecting the lake's guardian. Anyways, last episode I actually got rid of Hisui and Zoroark. So here is actually where I recommend that you have, you actually bring in a Pokemon to go up against a Hisui and Zoroark, since that's the Pokemon that is ahead of us. So I'm actually going to bring in Spiritomb and see if Spiritomb can't handle it. Wow. Could that be the dreaded Baneful Fox? Let's go. I will be catching this one, and this will be replacing Melvin. I decided to go with this one just because it's a higher level. Ow. You play too rough. But anyway, we can hit it with a Dark Pulse. But I'm gonna do a nasty plot first. He had a similar idea. Great. I feel real smart when stuff like that happens. Jeez. You're really speedy. This guy thinks he's like the fastest thing to ever go. We're gonna use Strong Style Shelter. Ah, that... Bro, chill! Bro just soloed my fucking pseudo-legendary Pokemon. So I might have to give you the hammer. As much as I don't want to try to use Ceaseless Edge. Oh my god. Scallop looks so small compared to this thing. No! Oh well. We already have one, so it's not a big deal. Just a reminder, though, if you want to catch that thing, you do want to save before that. So I guess Melvin isn't retired. Come, I will test your knowledge. Cumby, Zoombat, Unknown, Magneton, Dusclops. How many are their eyes? Tell me each one by one, yet all at once. Answer me. Can you repeat that? Comby. That's 6 eyes. Zubat is 0 eyes. Unknown is 1. Magneton is 3. Dusclops is 1. So it's 3, 0. So it's 3, 0. 1, 3. 1. 3, 0, 1, 3, 1. 3, 0, 1, 3, 1. 3, 0, 1, 3, 1. 3, 0, 1, 3, 1. You cursed talking animation. Answer me true. If answer you would. Oh no, it's 6. My bad. 6, 0, 1, 3, 1. There we go. Take this piece of the spirit to bind the world once more. Obtained Uxie's Claw. Uxie's Claw. Proof that you have completed the trial set by Uxie, the being of knowledge. This item is needed to forge the red chain. Amazing, you cleared all 3 of the lake trials. You really are a wonder. Huh. Excuse me. I was up kind of late last night. In fact, I was up so late, it was one of those things where I was so tired when I went to sleep, I like drank some fucking caffeine before I went to sleep. It seems we finished the 3 lake trials. If I remember correctly, we were told to then head for the Shrouded Ruins. I don't know what could await us there, but I'm always excited to explore some ancient ruins. Let's be on our way. Are you just gonna auto-take me here, there? Oh, you do? Bro, it didn't even give me a choice. Oh well. Here. The Shrouded Ruins. These symbols. Mist is so very good at obscuring these things. It's long said to blur boundaries. If we're to somehow bring together the world of humans and the world of Pokemon and the world of myth, then maybe we need a setting such as this. That being said, what are we meant to do now? It seems I've made it in time. You arrived just when we'd assemble all three gifts. Did you somehow see our progress across the distance dividing us? I had the aid of a rather remarkable Pokemon, if you really wish to know. Could you mean that Pokemon that flits about the Hisui region? But never mind that. How about the red chain? How are we to forge it? I would hardly know. We speak of a divine instrument, one said to be capable of binding the very world. Do you really imagine it could be forged by mortal hands? Then what are we to do? Search the entire vastness of Hisui for answers? I always find it funny when she says, like, the entire vastness of Hisui trademark. It's just very funny to me that she's like, but don't forget about how vast it is. And I'm like, okay, we get it. It's open world. We get it, Palkia. There they are. Ah, the Pokemon of the lakes. Red power. They're bringing out the power of the Cherry Starburst. Oh shit, that's what it looks like? Bro, what is that? I thought they said the red chain, I was imagining like a 3 like rings connected to each other. Not this shit. What is that? It's like a ring of gemstones. Looks cool. So it was true. The pact our people have passed down for all these generations has been kept. At last I can set this burden aside. You've succeeded once again, Akari. Yet things do not seem to be going so well for the rest of the world. What have you heard now? I've had some news from my fellow merchants in the Jinko Guild. It seems that the commander is going to forego waiting for our investigation to finish. He plans to climb Mount Coronet himself. Jesus Christ. Has he lost his senses? He plans to get close to the rift to study it himself? Well, he doesn't yet know that our Akari has managed to get the red chain, now does he? That's true, there's no way he could. We need to tell him about the chain and about everything Akari has achieved before he sets out. And we're back to Jubilife. It's my homeboy! Yo, what up, B? Bro, I just fucking blew past him. Huh? Wait, Zakari, it's you. I can't believe I just let you pass right by. Thank goodness you're still alive. I mean, of course you are. I knew you'd be alright. Wait 1 second. I'll go let the Captain Professor know you're back. Oh, my dear Akari. Professor, I know you've been worried about Akari, but there's no need to cry. I'm not crying. Do not mock your elders, if you please, Ray. And besides, weren't you the one who couldn't get a wink of sleep from all your worrying over our friend? You didn't have to tell her that. Bro was just gooning. I probably shouldn't say that. Bro's like 15 anyway. Just ignore him, Akari. Yeah, guys, just ignore me. Anyways, where's Captain Silene? Wasn't she coming with you, Professor? She's buried under a mound of work. I'm afraid we're to join her in the Survey Corps office. It seems her hands are more full now that Commander Kamado is gone. Commander's gone? Well, he set out for Mount Coronet with the security corps in tow. He's determined to handle this whole space-time rift business himself, including dealing with the Pokemon that's been spotted on the other side. And since I'm such a fine fellow, I took over watching the gate for the security corps folks. Well, we aren't getting anywhere out here. Let's head inside and report to the captain. So you managed to not die, just as I ordered. Well done. Thanks to you, Captain. I have no idea what you're implying. All I know of is Avra vanished of its own accord, inconveniencing me greatly. Before moving forward, I must ask. I assume that you are here again because you managed to learn something of use. I visited these lakes. Go on. You explain about the red chain. A legendary tool said to bind the very world. Commander Kamado is no longer here in Jubilife Village. The security corps had been scouting the area near the space-time rift, and they reported sightings of something on the other side of it. Something that resembled a Pokémon. The commander made the decision to take the security corps to the mountain so as to prepare to fend off any possible threat. They were to make for the temple at the peak. The boss may be tough, but it still seems like a bad idea to do something so risky without Akari's help. As the captain of the Survey Corps, I hereby order you to proceed as follows. Akari, take that chain to Mount Coronet, make your way to the peak, and put an end to all this. You are officially reinstated at your former rank. Are you sure, Captain? The boss isn't around to approve that. If he didn't wish me to decide things in his place, then he should not have left me in charge here. But that is the power move. Then I'll go as well. We're all in this together, we members of the Survey Corps. Naturally, no one suggested you should not. Finally back home, even if it is under uneasy circumstances. Does that mean I get my badge back? Yes. Well, we still are only a 7-star member. We still have all of our ranks. All of our stamps. And we have our Pokemon. Next time on Pokemon Legends Arceus, we will head to Mount Coronet's Peak in pursuit of Commander Kamado. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. You should also subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications. Additionally, you should check out the links in the description below. There's links to my social media pages on Blue Sky and Twitter. A link to my Twitch page where I occasionally live stream. And a link to my Ko-fi page where for $3 a month you can become a monthly member. And get access to exclusive or early content. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.